Our next story is about the United States of America. Recently, the US removed bounties on 3 senior Taliban figures, including Sirajuddin Haqqani, who is Afghanistan's acting interior minister and leader of the infamous Haqqani network. Washington lifted a $10 million reward for Haqqani, a major Taliban leader. And this marks a major shift in US policy towards Afghanistan. The removal of the bounty raises important questions about the future of US policy towards Taliban rule in Afghanistan. You see, this change occurred just days after Afghanistan released an American. Last week, the Taliban released George Gleesman, who had been held captive for 2 years. Does his release have anything to do with this latest development? Was there a secret deal behind Gleesman's release? You see, Gleesman was abducted while traveling as a tourist in Afghanistan in December 2022. Now, what was an American tourist doing in Afghanistan? And that too, when Taliban is ruling the country. That's a question that I will leave you to guess. But remember, the Taliban takeover of Kabul followed the hasty and chaotic withdrawal of American troops. Gleesman's release marks the 3rd time a US detainee has been freed by the Taliban since January. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio had described Gleesman's release as a positive and constructive step. He also thanked Qatar for its role in securing his release. Meanwhile, the rulers of Kabul, the Taliban, stated that the freedom of US detainees is a part of its global normalization efforts. Since taking control of Afghanistan in August 2021, the Taliban has become an international pariah. No country has formally recognized its government, even though several countries continue to operate diplomatic facilities in the country. And now, interestingly, despite the announcement about the removal of bounty on Haqqani, the FBI still lists the reward on its website. According to that, it says Haqqani, and I'm quoting here, believed to have coordinated and participated in cross-border attacks against US and coalition forces in Afghanistan. The Haqqani network is led by the son of a well-known commander from the war against the Soviets. The US has labeled this group as a terror organization, and it is considered one of the most dangerous armed groups in Afghanistan. And that's even after the Taliban took control, the Haqqani network stayed on the US radar. In 2022, a US drone strike in Kabul killed Ayman al-Zawahiri, the then leader of Al-Qaeda, while he was in a house linked to the Haqqani network. Now, reports say that the US might consider re-engaging with the Taliban and may reopen its embassy in Kabul. This move is likely aimed at countering any influence from China or Pakistan, and in Afghanistan, preventing the spread of ISIS-K. Are there back-channel communication going on between the US and the Haqqani network? And that only time will tell.